Hey guys, TomlinTeacher here, and as you can see, I'm back with another card trick. I think this might be coming out a bit earlier than normal, but it's the holidays. As you can see, it's a different carpet. I know, big surprise there. Um, so yeah, because it's the holidays, I'm filming this on holiday because it's one of the few things I can film. Because yeah, so it's quite easy, and it doesn't involve a laptop or computer. So I'm gonna get one of these episodes out early. But quickly into the magic trick, and now I'm about to show you a cool magic trick. It's I say quite. It's very easy to do, and it looks very nice if you can pull it off well. So I'm gonna start by taking a random card out the deck as a prediction card to predict what cards that you are going to choose later on. So let's just go through the deck. Maybe this card, I'm gonna keep that there as an option. This card maybe. Actually no. Let's just go with this card. Okay, so that's my prediction card right there. I just chose a card out of the deck. Now I'm gonna flip the deck over and just go through the cards like this. And what I want you to do is say stop at any point in the deck, and then I'm going to split the deck there. Okay, so stop. Okay, cool. So we're gonna put that part of the deck there, and put this part of the deck here. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is pick a pile, because nobody's here. I'm just gonna pick a random pile, this pile. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna flip the card over on this pile. It's a king. Okay, so let's put that there, and we're gonna count out, is it, 13, yeah, 13. We're gonna count out 13, because the king is 13. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we count out 13 cards there. What we're going to do now is we're going to flip the top card over here. Oh, it's a king. So that's interesting. We're going to flip the card over here. That's also a king. Wow, okay, so we've got 3 kings. And then my prediction, which I made at the start of the trick, is also a king. So there's 4 kings there. That's quite cool, isn't it? So it's a really cool trick. It's easy to do. It amazes people. Whoa, how did you get 4 kings there? There's quite a bit of a random element into it, which is nice. And so thanks for watching the trick. And in a second, stay tuned for the tutorial, which I'm going to do next. See ya. So hey guys, I'm back, and the tutorial now. So this trick does require a bit of setup. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to just shuffle the deck a bit, as long as the kings aren't in. And you're going to want to place the kings in very specific positions, okay? So you can take 1 king, right? So that's the king of clubs in this situation, and just put it on the top. Then go from turn the deck around and count out 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then put 2 cards respectively next to each other there. Then put the cards on top. And then the last card, you can actually put it anywhere you want. What I like to do is just bend the card a tiny bit like this. It won't affect the card permanently. Look, if you can bend the card, you can see there's a bend. And all you have to do is just bend it the other way, and it's basically flat again. So, just bend the card a bit, and you can put it in any position really. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put it in the 9th position or something like that. Okay, so now there's going to be a slight bend in the deck, and then you're going to start off the trick. So make sure the person doesn't see you set up the deck, obviously. So you're just going to want to go through the cards like this, and you're going to notice like one card is very slightly bent, and that is going to be your king. So, and that card, you're going to want to remember that card. So you might want to keep your 3 fingers like this on the back of it, or your pinky finger like this, or something like that, just so you know where the card is. And then you go through, and then you're like, maybe this card or something. Attract their attention away from the fact that you very specifically want this card. So you might say, actually no, I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. And then eventually you go back and you're like, okay, let's use this one. And that, oops. Oh wait, no, sorry. So you're like this, so this one, and so you're like, oh, okay. So then you're like, I'll put this one down. And so that is your king. And if you just put it down sideways, they won't really notice the bend because of the angle. So that's fine. So you've put down your first king. Then what you want to do is you want to flip over the deck, and you want to tell them instructions while you're going through the deck, so that you pass your 2 kings which are over here. You want to pass them. So you would be saying, okay, I'm just going to go through the deck. I'm going to put cards down one by one. I want you to say stop at any point. Okay, and then they might go stop. Okay, so you stop here. So you're like, okay. So you put this pile down. So this is going to be the top card still, which is your king. That's how the card gets up there. And you're going to flip these cards over. Then you're going to say, pick a pile, make it look like there's a random element to it. So let's say if they pick this pile, then you flip the first card over, and then you say, okay, I'm going to count this number of cards in this pile. If they pick this pile, you're going to say, okay, we're going to use the top card in this pile for this pile, and then we're going to count the cards. So it doesn't really matter. So then you reveal the first king to them. You can make it look like that was a random card, not a king. You can say, okay, so now we're going to count out, it's 13, is it? Yeah, I think it's 13. Rather than go, okay, we're going to count out 13, because that looks like you distinctly know what the king is. So you can make it look a bit like you don't actually expect the king to be there, whereas you really do. So then you would count out 13 cards. You can count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That'll be the king. Or you can do it the way I did it, and then have all the cards like this, and then you count out 13, and then you flip it over straight away to show the king. Either way works. It doesn't really matter. So let's say, okay, so the king's there. So you're like, oh, cool. So there's 2 kings there. Then you put the last pile down there, and if you've been paying attention, then you'll know that the 14th card will also be a king. So so then all you have to do is just flip over this card and say, oh, it's a king. That's really cool. And so what did I predict then? And you obviously predicted the king. So that's how this trick is done. You can do it with any cards. For example, if you were to use it with a 3, for instance, you would keep a 3 at the top. A 3 is your prediction by bending it a bit and putting it somewhere close to the top of the deck. And then from the bottom, you'd count 1, 2, and then have the 3 as a 3rd and 4th card from the bottom. So so you can do it with any card, which is quite cool. I chose the kings because kings look, I don't know, kings make more of an impact, I guess. They're a high card, and, you know, they look good. If you do it with an ace, sometimes, because some people see an ace as a 1 or 11. If you play blackjack, you know that. So I use a king. But that's the tutorial for this really cool trick. Thanks for watching. See ya.